Let me call Reactor and see where he is. Well, maybe he's asleep.
I guess we gotta go without him. Heaven forbid.
Does he have a voicemail?
Hey, this is Reactor.
Please leave your message for
Yeah, just let his old number play out.
Just put all his information out there.
We should.
All right. Well, fuck it. I guess we will do the episode without Reactor this week.
Yeah. Oh man, the audience is gonna be so disappointed. So many, all the top comments. Oh, where's Reactor? We miss Reactor. Get me more of that Tim Pool light, please.
No, they will. There's always something to complain about, and they will find out what it is.
Hey, you know what? You know what I'm not complaining about this week, Rusty?
What?
Our numbers on the new channel. It has been
that's right.
a completely unexpected success. Our new channel has maybe 1% of the subscribers of the old TrashRats channel, and the new episode is already performing better than the average TrashRats episode on the old channel. So when people ask, why did you make a new channel? This is so stupid. Go look at the motherfucking numbers. Has an episode of this show ever gotten double the views as the number of subs on the channel? I don't think so.
No, it definitely hasn't. I mean, and this kind of was like one of those, I guess not really a risk, but like just trial and error to see what would happen. I mean, because there's really no definitive evidence that the old channel was
there's Reactor.
Dead. Oh, is he in here now? Oh, okay.
He just hopped in.
I was here the whole time. You guys are lying.
Well, what sucks is we are 55 minutes into the episode, Reactor, so we're pretty much already done. So I guess if you had anything you wanted to say this week, now's your chance.
Oh, yeah. Go check out my channel. I've got new videos up, but I don't really. And goodbye.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Go subscribe on Patreon. See ya.
Later. No, but what we were talking about was pretty much how making the new channel has been a success so far. Like, since there's really no evidence, there's no actual evidence that the old channel
ever
would
existed?
be somehow, compromised in the algorithm. It's just kind of intuitive, and you've seen it happen so often that if like a channel's rebrands and it's not getting the same amount of attention from all the people who subscribe for other reasons.
Yeah, all the people who thought they were watching a Sodi episode and they were like complaining in the comments that it wasn't, and then... Yeah. So on the new channel, I mean, we have almost 3,000 subscribers, and our episodes are getting just as many or more views, like more views than subscribers, which is pretty tight. Plus the clips, I like the clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clips are fun. I think every week we should end this show recording a new outro for the clips for that week, because people really enjoy hearing Reactor laughing in the background as Rusty does his impromptu, ending to the clips. So I think Reactor should do it this time.
Yeah, sure.
You want to do it right now?
Right now.
We could do it at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I'll practice while you guys have a conversation or something.
At the same time out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that works. Well, what's been up? Anything new in your guys' world?
Well, there's I don't know. I don't really think.
Well,
I don't think much
if you guys are ready for some news, I've got an article that I've been dying to read.
Okay.
All right.
I know, people say that the TrashRats were not real journalists. We kind of stick to, kind of joke, stupid articles. So I thought for the new channel, maybe a new brand, let's do something a little more serious to start off this episode. So we've got a single Japanese man almost masturbates himself to death. You guys hear about this?
Single Japanese man almost masturbates himself to death. Yeah, I think I saw this. Someone shared on Twitter, and I just didn't click on it.
Well, for some reason, the Daily Mail does not like my ad blocker, so I got to refresh the page to read it. But let's take a look. Let's see how this man almost did the unthinkable, something that I've been trying my whole life to accomplish.
Yeah, maybe Guinness should get him in contact.
Well, I'm sure somebody has masturbated to death, so this man, he didn't quite make the Guinness record, but I'll read the article here. A single Japanese man almost died from masturbating, according to a medical case report. Doctors claim the 51-year-old, who they didn't identify. I wonder why they did not identify. I feel like if I was this man, I would want my name, like, at the top of the article.
Yeah, I mean, it really is like something that could be a badge of honor. You know,
especially when you're 51,
shameful.
you would expect a teenage boy who just discovered masturbating to almost do this. But this man, he's been around he's been around the sun 51 odd times. He should know better.
But maybe,
I mean, also
because of his age, maybe his heart's weaker, so it doesn't maybe he's only doing it 3 times a day, and it's just too much.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's just it's too much strenuous physical activity for him.
Who they didn't identify enjoyed pleasuring himself several times a day, but his habit nearly killed him on one occasion last year after he suffered a stroke just moments after ejaculating. The NHS says the stroke the man suffered can be triggered by having sex, coughing, and even going to the toilet. The man was instantly... Go ahead.
The easy joke that it's of course it's a stroke. What else would it possibly be?
Yeah,
because he was
Britain, isn't that
stroking
what they
his
call
cock?
it? Yeah, well, in Britain, they call it having a stroke, don't they?
Oh, bruv, you're having a stroke?
Yeah.
You pay your TV license?
I think I'll go have a good stroke. Just clear my head a bit.
Yeah, having a stroke in the United States and in the UK are 2 completely different things.
What do they call cranking
in
one
Japan,
out?
it's both at the same time.
Wank? I think they call it having a wank.
No, the wank's that's like fucking over there, right?
No, that's buggery or something.
Oh, no, I thought buggery was like gay sex.
No, that's bug catching. That's when you try to get AIDS on purpose.
What?
No, man, no.
What?
What's his name? Oliver Wilde. He's like the old writer or whatever. He got exiled from
Oscar Wilde.
Oscar Wilde. That's it. Yeah, he got exiled from whatever his country was for buggery. Which I guess was still illegal.
I think that's like, anal.
Yeah, I believe so. And maybe if we have any 1700s English people in our audience, they could correct us on this.
Yeah, if we have any homosexual Englishmen in our audience, which I assume we have a lot of. The man was instantly struck down with agonizing thunderclap headaches after he climaxed. We've all been there. And later began vomiting. Now we have like a CT scan of his brain, and I don't know what I'm looking at here. Looks like he had a good time though.
Can you post that article real quick?
People have strokes.
Yeah, actually, if you go up to the patron, our patrons could submit articles for us to read, and this one was submitted by Baron von Brunk a few weeks ago.
I think how are they blaming it on masturbating though? Like a stroke comes at any time. It's like a blood clot in your brain. So considering there's the vaccines going on right now, is it possible that, or this was last year or something?
Well, yeah, it could have been right after. I mean, he's an old man in Japan. Do they vaccinate their elderly over there?
I have no idea.
I don't know when Japan got the
still,
vaccine.
My point is like, they're like, why did he even bring that up? Like you have a stroke, you go to the hospital and they're like, what were you doing? You don't be like, I was masturbating. Well, I guess you could.
You have to have complete honesty when you're at the doctor's office. You have to tell them about your
so then
sexual...
they blame it on that.
Yeah.
But you have a stroke for any reason.
Doctors noticed he had low blood pressure and was disoriented, which are 2 telltale signs of a stroke. Have you guys ever came so hard that you were just disoriented for a little bit?
I usually fall asleep.
Yeah, I think it's happened once or twice.
Yeah, after you stuck a dildo up your ass and just jerked off?
Well, no. I mean, but, there's like the post-nut clarity, but that's like almost the opposite of what this guy experienced, it seems.
You weren't hooking up with the rainbow butt monkey from last week and he stuck his dildo up your ass?
And then the second I come, it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
He's reading you children's stories during sex?
There's nothing attractive about this ape at all.
I've heard that one a few times.
Yeah, did he tell them that he was masturbating?
Assumedly so. How else would anybody know?
Still, I don't think the
doctors
should have blamed it on that. It's a stroke. It's
well, yeah, sure, it is a stroke,
connected.
but I mean, it's the Daily Mail. They probably found him on the floor, not being able to move, with like a handful of jizz in rock hard cock.
Well, it does say that he suffered a stroke moments after ejaculating. So
still,
yeah, you really can't hide
anything.
that. Like, they're like, well, what were you doing? I was cooking. I was cooking in the kitchen, and I fell over. Why is there jizz all over the place?
It's a special recipe from Norwegia. Wait, is Norwegia a country? Is that Norway?
Norway, yeah.
Norwegia? Maybe they're using a Ouija board. Anyway, it says that sexual activity accounts for 14% of strokes, evidently.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, how does it cause a blood clot? I don't understand.
Isn't it? It's when a blood clot gets released, though, right?
Or yeah, well, not really.
So it's like if you already have a blood clot, then you are like doing strenuous activity, and then that kind of releases the blood clot, and the blood clot goes into your brain. Or that's an aneurysm? I don't fucking know.
No, aneurysm is just a brain bleed, isn't it?
Oh.
Well, Reactor,
Jesus
you're
Christ.
basically a doctor at this point. Why don't you explain it to us?
So a blood clot can shake loose and I don't know, move around your brain and cause a ballooning effect in your gray matter, and then
okay,
and that would be a stroke.
Maybe the clot was in his erection and he just had it for like 3 days and he said, well, I got to get this thing out of there.
A blood clot that's not in your brain would be more of a heart attack if it made it to your heart, or it would just, sit in your arm. Like if it was in your arm, it would just
Penis attack?
Maybe your arm would go numb. You'd go to the doctor and they'd be like, you've got a blood clot in your arm. But if it does flow all the way through your vein, through your artery into your heart, it would be a heart attack.
I'm glad we don't have any doctors in the audience. I'm sure we don't. There's no one who can correct us on this.
I'm guessing nobody with an IQ above 105 listens to this show.
What was it? There are around 4,800 cases of subarachnoid hemorrhages. Subarachnoid?
Yeah,
hemorrhages
that means
every year
with a
in the
spider.
UK.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was jerking off to spider hentai.
Yeah. Well, oh shit, man! I stepped on a spider the other day. Like, I have this. There's a shitload of I think they're like huntsman spiders that are in my house, and I saw twice this happen. It was like the mother spider that has like thousands of babies on its
oh my god,
thorax.
Yeah.
You have those in your house?
You can't tell.
Yes,
that it's
thousands
got the
of babies.
Right. So I saw one and I step on it, realize this is the mother.
Oh my god.
Thousands of little tiny spiders are just crawling in every direction.
Are
I have
you
to
fucking
just constantly
kidding?
stomp on them.
No, that's a thing.
No,
I've
man.
seen it.
You stepped on a pregnant mother spider and thousands of babies came out.
Not
no,
out,
it wasn't
but
pregnant. It's like
they're on her butt.
Fuck
And they
like
clump together and they look like they're just her butt, but it's really big.
I would just move.
I mean, okay, so they're huntsman spiders, so they just kind of scurry on the ground, and I guess they eat bugs. Here's the thing, though. I find and kill these things all the time, and there's thousands of them, potentially, and every time someone comes in my house and they see one, I'm ready to just raid it, But they're always like, no, and they'll get a cup and release it outside. It's just going to run right back inside the second no one's looking.
Because there's more bugs inside.
The thing about Rusty's house is that he'll leave the air conditioner on all day, but also like he has cat doors set up all over, so the air is just escaping at all times. You can easily just walk into Rusty's house with no problem. So taking a spider outside is not going to make it go away.
I don't think
I mean, it's not like air sealed, but yeah, there's
not
small little creases.
The AC works through cat doors.
I'm just saying
but
that
it's like,
all the AC is getting leaked out constantly. I imagine your bill is pretty high.
Well, he's stopping global warming,
crazy.
so it's a good thing.
Yeah. He's cooling down his yard.
Everyone should be thanking me right now.
Speaking of your yard, how are those oyster shells doing?
I have not checked yet.
Oh my God. Go do it. Film yourself doing it for a TikTok. I want to see the damage.
You want me to do it right now?
During the podcast? I mean, could you take your microphone with you?
You're going to leave and come back it stinks.
Yeah.
You can just film it after.
I'll film it after and I'll put it right here. So I guess we're going to go see if these oysters are rotting or what. I just kind of threw them in the corner of the yard after the 4th of July. and a lot of them were still closed. I think they've got to be rotten by now. I don't smell anything. Yeah, all of them looks like they all kind of popped open. All the oysters have been eaten. All right, that's good to know.
Should we all pretend like we saw it and talk about it?
Oh, Rusty, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
Mow your lawn, you sick fuck.
Yeah, sorry about that. How gross.
Yeah, you sicko.
I guess I kind of forgot to bring this up on the last episode, but we, the TrashRats, have been ranked. I got an email congratulating us because the TrashRats podcast, it says, is now ranked number 156 on the Apple Podcast comedy interviews chart in Russia.
We didn't talk about this before?
No, we forgot to bring it up. I mean, this is very, very exciting news. So we're finally actually getting some headway, you know. We're pretty big in Russia right now. I mean, you know, 156 on the...
how many comedy interview podcasts exist? Because if it's in like the low 200s, I don't know if that's that impressive.
I have no idea how to even find this out.
There's 157, I think.
So who are we beating?
So we're not the worst.
Bill Burr?
Yeah.
Yeah, get fucked, Bill Burr. We win.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I mean, hopefully we can maybe get a little bit more exciting number in the future.
Each week we can, as we rank up in the category, we can announce it.
Well, shit, 156 is pretty good. You should tweet that out and, you know, at Squarespace, at BetterHelp, see if they want to, you know, sponsor the show. We're really popular in Russia.
Reactor, do you check the TrashRats email?
Not really.
I feel like we're getting, every once in a while, there'll be someone asking if we want to do like a product placement.
Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I don't know if it's like a scam or not. But
most likely,
should I just reply to these? Yeah, really?
Like I had on my YouTube channel, some Chinese company wanted me to like shill for China. It was weird. They offered me $200 and said that they wanted me to talk shit about some Chinese play going on in New York and talk about how they're crazy. That it's all like a cult.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
What the fuck? Are you gonna do it?
No, I'm not shill for the CCP. Like, it's
why not?
About, like,
$200 is $200.
I think it's probably like some play that like trying to bring attention to the Uyghurs or something that are being murdered. And they were
I wonder what you have to do.
Tell everyone how stupid they are.
Like, how convincing do you have to be, or can you just get paid in advance?
Yeah, it sounds like you just did it on this show.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think
get like $200.
I think the CCP is a bunch of dummies and they're dumb.
How much did that Fleischmann company pay you to sponsor their horse cum?
It was like $1,800.
And you had to drink horse cum on camera to get that money?
They just wanted me to try their sauce on camera. I didn't know what it was at first.
So I think if we had to have any tagline for Reactor, it would be I would rather drink horse cum for money than support China.
There we go.
Yeah, fuck
the CCP,
dude.
Dummies.
Well, I didn't know it was horse cum until like afterward.
Yeah.
I just thought it was sauce. I thought it was.
I mean, if it tasted good, it tasted good.
I don't even remember.
I mean, that's what they eat in China, so it all kind of ties together, you know?
Yeah, there's actually a backstory to that sauce. It's like something about World War II, and they were feeding
it always
Nazi
ties
party.
back into World War II somehow.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on with this? Are lockdowns about to start again?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck no, not for me.
Because like it just seems like more and more news is coming out. Like Australia is talking about locking people down. There's like new mask mandates.
Australia is fully locked down right now. But did you see the protests that were going on this weekend?
In Australia, no.
In Australia, in France, I heard a rumor that the equivalent of the Secret Service in France is a lot of them are quitting, saying that what is it, like Macron isn't worth risking their life.
Oh shit! Yeah, well, we talked about it briefly on the last episode, but yeah, I did see that they were protesting against the vaccine
passport,
I guess,
and I guess in France the police joined them too. Yeah.
Reactor, you might want to turn your volume down a little bit? I can hear a lot of echo coming through your mic.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention that already, but it is a pain in the ass to have to edit out.
Yeah.
Well, I have an article about the new Delta variant, if we want to just read that.
You mean the vaccine?
Oh, yeah, sure.
No, Delta variant is one of the most infectious respiratory diseases known, CDC director says. It's from CNBC, so, we'll take this with a grain of salt, but I thought we should read this with Reactor so he can explain all the issues with the article.
Yeah.
Key points. The Delta COVID variant is one of the most infectious. Okay, we already said that. I don't know why they repeated that twice at the very beginning, but that's CNBC for you.
Emphasize it. And
now, currently, the more infectious strain makes up more than 83% of sequenced cases in the U.S. 97% of people admitted to hospitals with COVID symptoms are unvaccinated.
That's false, actually. So let me, the funny thing about these vaccinations is how dumb people are. And okay, so this is an mRNA vaccine that mRNA is like DNA, except it's one strand, but it tells your body to create the COVID virus. And people are going to be like, not the virus, it's the spike, but the spike is part of the virus. It's got the same RNA as the virus. It's the, if you get what I'm saying, right? So when you tell your body to mass produce the RNA of the virus, then you take an RNA PCR test that tests to find if you have the RNA of the virus in your body, you're going to test positive. Right?
Okay.
They're checking for the vaccine, basically. This isn't because this isn't how vaccines are supposed to work. Your body's not supposed to mass produce the virus. It's supposed to be a dead or weakened virus, and your body learns how to defeat it with antibodies. But this is telling your body to mass produce it. So your own cells become the virus that are creating the spike protein that your immune system wants to destroy. So your immune system starts destroying your own cells, thinking these are viruses because they have virus RNA. But anyway, if you get the PCR test and you test, you will find the virus RNA in your body. All these people who are being admitted are testing positive for the vaccine because the vaccine, it's like...
I feel like these are old talking points, though. This article is about the new variant.
The new variant is the vaccine.
They're
like, oh my God, there's a new variant. But they just
said that 97% of people were unvaccinated who have this variant.
They're lying.
Yeah.
I mean,
so they're just lying?
You can just say that, lying. But that's not proof.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to prove, but I mean...
I'll just keep reading this real quick.
They can't prove that it's a Delta variant either because they don't even know how to test for a Delta variant. You can't test for a variant.
Let's see. I mean, I don't know what the article says, but we'll see if it explains the difference. The variant is highly contagious largely because people infected with the Delta strain can carry up to 1,000 times more virus in their nasal passages than those infected with the original. It's like the shittiest sequel. Like, you guys thought that Die Hard 1 was cool? Die Hard 2 is 1,000 times cooler. Check this shit out.
The second everyone stopped being afraid and was kind of like, this wasn't as bad as we thought. They're like, oh, well, hold on, because it's about to get a whole lot worse.
This
time it's for real.
Fuck, 1,000 times worse than the original COVID. Fuck you.
It's all scaremongering. It's fear tactics, blah, blah. They're just trying to trick people into getting the vaccine because I don't know. They're selling a lot of vaccines.
The Delta variant.
Isn't it possible though that this is just an actual variant?
No, it's not.
It's not crazy that a virus would mutate.
It's possible.
But it's also
beyond the point where I care.
They're incapable of testing for a variant. You can't test.
Why?
You can't because they just can't. You can't test for a variant. Or are they sequencing the DNA of the COVID-19 virus? Okay, then why haven't they done that yet? And if they haven't done that yet, how are they telling us that this is a different variant? No country has an isolated specimen of the COVID-19 virus. Freedom of Information Act, you can't get anyone to say they have the DNA sequenced of the COVID-19 virus, which means this is just SARS. The original SARS.
Well, I mean, so are there not variants of other viruses that we see pretty commonly?
Like what?
Like the influenza?
Like chickenpox? Chickenpox, there are no variants. HIV, there's no variants.
There's like one every year in there.
Yeah, supposedly. Just like there's supposedly a COVID every year. It's all bullshit.
Well, I mean, it's still quite possible, but like, is it killing people, or is it? You're saying it's just not possible at all. There's no variants to.
Well, no. It's possible that there's a variant of a virus. Viruses can mutate, but the the chances that they mutated an entirely different spike to connect to your cells in an entirely different way that your immune system no longer understands is very crazy and would take a very long time.
Well, hey, Rusty,
it just doesn't
I
sound
got
plausible.
a piece of news for you in this article that should make you really proud of your home state.
Mm-hmm.
Florida alone accounted for 1 in 5 of all new cases.
Yeah, it's all up in Jacksonville, I believe, which is kind of just a...
That's them trying to scare people in Florida into getting the vaccine because they haven't gotten it yet.
I mean, sure, but like, all right, let's just say, for the sake of going along with this article, that perhaps a virus actually can mutate and create a new variant
in under a month.
Oh, it's been like 2 years, I think.
Like a year and a half or so.
It's been a year and a half since they claimed the first one came out. And then it was the same one until
Well, this shit's been going on in China since like October 2019?
China has like 0.0001% of their population is getting sick from the COVID virus. They're actually almost basically immune, it seems. They're the only country
but all I'm saying is
vaccinating.
The virus has existed on Earth for almost 2 full years, so it makes sense that there could be a Delta variant now.
The coronavirus has existed for a very, very long time. They discovered it in the 70s.
I'm talking COVID-19.
It's actually the common cold virus. And actually, COVID-19 was patented by DARPA in 2008, I believe. So that's not even a novel coronavirus. It's existed for over a decade.
Where is that? Where is any evidence that it's already been patented?
Read all the you can look up all the patents. I don't have all the numbers and everything, but was it in I believe it was 2002 or 2003 when the whole SARS thing came out. It was actually patented like 6 months prior to the quote unquote outbreak. Like all these viruses are patented, which is, that should be a red flag right there.
What if that's not true information?
What, the patents aren't real?
Yeah, like what like did you actually see the official patents on an official website?
I looked through the patents, yeah.
True.
But it's all a bunch of random numbers, so it's hard for me to share. But you could look it up. Okay, you can find them. You can look through the patent database and find all of the different viruses that are patented.
Guys, if we want to talk about something deadly that we actually can have expertise on, there's a new Elliot Roger on the loose. If you guys want to hear about this,
wait, what?
You mentioned this. I had not heard about this. Apparently, there's a new Elliot Roger.
And I've not read this article yet, but I just scrolled through it, and Saint Elliot's name does appear within this article. So this might be. So
this is an Elliot Roger variant.
Yeah, this is the Delta Roger.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Ohio incel, in quotes, charged with hate crime for plotting sorority mass shooting. That's the way to do it, honestly. Like if you're gonna
charged with hate crime.
Well, he was plotting a sorority mass shooting. That might be a hate crime.
Was the FBI involved in this? Because they have a record for doing all the plotting.
Well, let's play a game of guess that ethnicity, because the planned shooter's name is Trace Genco. TRES space GENCO. Trez Genco.
So is he Hapa? Is he half Asian?
I have no fucking clue. There's no photo.
There's no photo? Well, should we look him up?
Yeah, look him up.
Tres Genco. Let me find his name.
Trace Genco. Trez Genco. I have no clue.
I'm saying
it does not roll off the tongue like Elliot Roger.
Hispanic? Maybe?
I thought only white guys did shootings.
Well, half Hispanic then.
Did Anita Sarkeesian lie to me? Did Ellen Powell lie to me?
Oh, geez. Well, I just looked up a picture.
Oh, is he white?
You want to go ahead and make your guesses?
Is he white?
Oh, he certainly is.
What? Post the photo. I got to see this.
Okay. All right. Let me get these photos. I'm going to pull up just one more. His face is so fucking... This guy is dead inside for sure. All right. Let me post them right here.
No, he looks more reactory than anything else. He might be Hapa or whatever. He's got those reactor eyes.
That's Down syndrome.
So
traditionally Down syndrome makes people look like they're Asian or Mongolian, as they used to call it.
Dude, look at that fucking photo. It's like something's wrong with someone when they're taking that they're taking a selfie in the mirror and they're looking at their own image in their phone and like he's trying to do that, like raising the eyebrow, looking suave.
Hey, I got one of those
but
pictures.
There's no one in the room.
You know what's funny? His name is Trace. We have Elliot Roger, who's the original. Then Alec Manassian was the sequel. And now the third one is literally called Trace.
Shit. So we have to look out for a Quattro Smith.
Quattro Pool.
No.
Yeah.
Reactor Son.
No, well, all I have to do is not name my son Quattro, and then I can avoid that timeline.
Yeah, and we all know Tim will never have kids.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not.
Should I read the article?
The accident.
Yeah, like so he wasn't able to actually commit this hate crime.
No, unfortunately,
it was stopped by the FBI, right?
An Ohio man whom authorities describe as an incel, that's kind of rude.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
Was arrested Wednesday and charged in federal court with attempting a hate crime by plotting to kill women in a mass shooting. The Justice Department alleged in a statement that the man, Trace Genko, Go ahead.
Like, what?
It's just the authorities call him an incel. They're like, fuck you, you goddamn incel.
Getting bullied even by the police.
I feel like that would have to be like a psychiatrist would have to, like, what's the word? Diagnose you as an incel or something?
No,
right?
Incel is just I'm a virgin and it's not my choice.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, just ask him if he's had sex.
Did he say that? Like, does he have a manifesto, or they're just like, this guy's probably an incel?
Oh, I'm sure we'll get to that.
You can tell he's never been laid.
On the stand, he showed pictures of him having sex to prove the prosecutor wrong.
Trace Genko, 21, of Hillsboro, Ohio, planned to shoot students at sororities at a university in Ohio. A grand jury indicted Genko on charges of attempting to commit a hate crime and unlawful possession of a machine gun. Oh, shit, he was going big.
It sounds like pre-crime. Doesn't
Thought
it?
crime?
Yeah. Like, what was he doing?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. During an investigation, law enforcement discovered a note indicating that Genko hoped to aim big and attain a kill count of 3,000 victims.
Wow. 3,000 victims.
He's going to need a lot of ammo for that.
All in one sorority house?
That's a big sorority, honestly. Do they get that big? 3,000?
True autism. No, I don't.
Yeah,
believe
that's
they
more
get
than my whole
close to
high
that.
school. Like,
yeah, this doesn't sound
by
real.
a lot. Genko also wrote a manifesto, authorities said, in which he said he would slaughter women out of hatred, jealousy, and revenge. I mean, why do the sequels have to be just like poor imitations of the original?
Right. Yeah, he's just quoting something that already worked.
An examination of Genko's electronics showed that on the day he is accused of having written the manifesto, he also searched online for sororities and a university in Ohio. So it's not even the school he fucking goes to. He just wanted to shoot up a random one. I'm completely against that. You have to have personal stakes in the revenge. Otherwise, you just look like a complete cuck.
I mean, he's obviously not going to be in a sorority, but
if it was like he got rejected by the girls at his college's sorority, I get that. But he's like Googling, where's the nearest sorority I can shoot up?
Yeah, so this kind of reminds me a lot of like Nick Cruz, like how cringy all the videos that he took, professing what he was planning on doing. It was just like, obviously very ill thought out, but it was just cringy. It's like you just want to be remembered, and this guy's just trying to essentially be Elliot Roger too. And he has I don't know. He's just trying to. It's plagiarism, is what it is. I guess what I'm trying to say.
Incels, and this is all quoted, incels seek to commit violence in support of their belief that women unjustly deny them sexual or romantic attention to which they believe they are entitled, this statement read. I disagree with that.
Whose statement?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's horrifically incorrect.
So if you are a virgin, not by choice, you are seeking violence against women, according to this article, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it seems like it's saying. It's fucking ridiculous how often incel is just completely. It's right there in the name, involuntarily celibate. It doesn't necessarily mean you want to enact violent revenge against people who won't want to fuck you.
And I would say 99.99999% of incels do not seek revenge or violence at all. But you know what? I guess
now,
this
how many
article,
of them
they want to fear monger. If you are, if you know any virgins, you should be afraid of them. They're coming for you.
Yeah, if you have any,
they've been doing
incels,
that for a while.
If you know any incels, you should call the FBI and let them know.
Report them.
Well, all right, but realistically, like how many of incels probably have at least started their manifesto, even if they put it down and said, no, I'm never.
I mean, maybe they
this.
wrote the thesis statement, but writing like chapters and shit, that's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't even done, how do we know he was even going to finish it?
Yeah, I mean, maybe in the final chapter he changes his mind and there's a big character arc.
Yeah, big twist.
Did we get to that part? Sorry.
According to the indictment, Genko maintained profiles on a popular incel website. What website would that be? Reddit?
Parlor? I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna
4chan.
Blame it on 4chan.
Oh, it says here it's the Rusty Cage fan forum.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I haven't checked that in a while. I should see what kind of activity is going on.
Yeah, you should be moderating that better, dude. Genko is a frequent poster on the site. He attended, maybe this guy is reactor. Genko attended Army basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia from August through December 2019.
That means he was a combat role and he was either maybe infantry or maybe artillery, I think. I don't really remember.
Did you go to training with this guy? Is he one of your friends?
Oh, yeah, we're good friends.
Still?
No. I stopped talking to him when he started telling me he was an incel.
You should have slept with him. You could have saved us a lot of trouble.
Yeah, just like a friendly wank between gentlemen.
Yeah, go buggering with him.
Okay.
In 2019, he bought items that included tactical gloves, a bulletproof vest, a hoodie with the word revenge on it.
Oh my God, what a fucking faggot. Jesus Christ.
I feel like...
you know what? Fuck it. I don't blame the authorities. They were right.
Yeah,
just
this
call
guy's
him an
a fucking incel.
Bully the fuck out of him.
I mean, like, that's not really indicative of anything.
Is that the fashion that you want to bring back?
No, but like, why are they even? Who's making hoodies that say "revenge" on them, and what does that even mean?
Should we start selling those with the TrashRats logo on it? Revenge hoodie? We definitely should, actually.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, why not?
If you sell a shirt that says "I'm schizophrenic and have a gun," I think we can sell a revenge hoodie.
Yeah,
that's true.
We don't have any merch, do we?
Not yet. We should get on that, though.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Okay, I'll make some. Where should we even... Well, no, let's finish this and we can talk about that later.
He had a Bowie knife, 2 Glock 17 magazines, and a 9mm Glock 17 clip. The charging document, authorities said, alleges that Genko conducted surveillance at an Ohio university on January 15th, 2020. So right before COVID. If you would have waited a little bit, the problem would have solved itself, honestly. He is accused of having searched online for topics the same day. Officials said some topics were how to plan a shooting crime. Yeah, I'm sure Google has that on the front page.
Yeah. Just go find the right website. You can get that info.
Oh, and he also Googled when does preparing for a crime become attempt? That's a good question.
All right. Now, do you think that by looking all this up, you're on a you get put on a watch list, or it's just kind of like backtracking and saying, well, he certainly was, because like
he was a
that's
curious
what
young
did
fellow.
too. They pulled all his search results, and I know I searched like a lot of fucking crazy shit that, I mean, not that like shit that specific, but you know, if I ever committed a crime, they'd say, well, look what he was looking up.
Like
gore videos.
If you look up
and
Rusty's search
shit.
history, it's like how to kill 1,000 spiders, how to hide my girlfriend's corpse, just normal stuff.
Yeah, normal stuff. Just out of curiosity.
How to dispose of 500 oyster shells. Neither Genko...
How to kill 3,000 people with 3 magazines and roughly, 22 bullets? I'm not even sure how much would be in each of those.
Fucking 1 pistol and a tack knife. Yeah, right. Neither Genko nor his relative... Does he think it's like Call of Duty where 1 stab of the tack knife is a fatality? Just immediately dead? If you just stab somebody, they're immediately dead?
They are.
From 1 stab? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's called a tack.
I've never stabbed anyone.
You stab them in the heart, they're instantly dead. Or you can stab them through the
neck. Yeah, but I hear that's a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah, no, is there like a bone that protects the heart?
You go under the rib cage and up on the left side.
So yeah, he just has to be really fucking tactful. I mean, I guess that's what the tactical.
You can leverage the knife on the ribs. And
I mean, he did go through Army basic training. He probably knows how to stab somebody in the heart.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've always heard that we always think stabbing someone's easy, but when you actually stab someone, it's a lot harder to kill someone by stabbing them.
Well, you've stabbed your own
like,
fingers a few times. Was that easy?
Yeah, it was. But like you see videos of people getting stabbed to death, and they're alive fighting back for quite a while.
That's
it's usually
like,
right when the altercation's over that they start getting woozy because their adrenaline's pumping.
But if you stab someone in the neck and sever at least one artery,
yeah, they probably don't have much choice.
Yeah.
Especially if you take the knife out.
But then, how does he hold his guns at the same time as he's stabbing people?
The knife is for when he's out of ammo, isn't it?
He thinks he's going to last that long?
Sure, just a few thousand people.
Like, you know what?
There's 8 SWAT teams outside, and I'm all out of ammo. Time to pull out the knife.
Maybe the knife is to start, and the gun is for once they're like onto him.
Oh, once he gets a kill streak?
Well, I mean, like if he snuck in and started like one-shotting people from behind, like a secret agent.
Well, I mean, that was like what Ted Bundy did. He would come and break into the sororities at night and stab them when they were sleeping.
Well, he would tie them up and brutally murder them, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he like bite their nipples off and I believe stabbed them.
Yeah,
but that was near the end of his murder career.
We're almost done with the article now. It says, during a visit to an incel website, Genco referred to Elliot Roger, a known incel who killed 6 people and injured 14 others in May 2014. Some of Roger's victims were shot outside of a sorority house. The attempted hate crime charge carries a sentence of up to life in prison. Oh, shit. People who actually commit murder get less than that. And this guy didn't even touch anybody.
Yeah, I don't understand.
He hates sororities.
Hate crime.
He hates women. Women are a protected class.
So all he has to do is say he is a woman, and then what?
He's off the hook.
It's a hate crime against him because now he's a lesbian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was society attacking him first, so I mean, he just had to retaliate.
Yeah. Well, Rusty, I'm guessing this guy was a fan of yours. So if he's listening to this now, do you have anything you want to, any advice you want to give him for prison since you've been there and all that?
Well, I've never been to prison, but if I had, I'd say you fucked up. You're a little hater. Like hate can only get you so far in life, but like it's love that kind of brings the world into a better place.
I would say clean your mirror before you do your selfie.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. What is he, flossing every day and just leaving it?
Yeah, like popping his zits into the mirror and leaving it there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's oh shit, yeah.
He didn't
gross.
see...
He looks like he put his boogers up there.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? No wonder why girls don't want you.
With like all that gunk in front of his face in the mirror.
That's the best photo of him they could find, is a bunch of shit on his mirror.
Now, I have a problem where I tend to say everyone is autistic. Do you think this guy is autistic?
He looks kind of fucking retarded.
He does look a little retarded, but it's like something about the whole thing of like immortalizing Elliot Roger is like, that's your fucking hero.
Yeah, what a loser.
That's bad.
Yeah, he failed. He didn't even do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all went downhill when he started Googling.
Yeah.
That's something that I think you're trying to...
I was going to say, if you want to be like Elliot, wouldn't you want to copy his fashion, get some Giorgio Armani? Like, what's up with this fucking revenge hoodie? Elliot would not stoop that low.
I wonder if there's a picture of this hoodie. Oh, was it a hoodie or was it a beanie?
It was a hoodie. A hoodie that said revenge and had the TrashRats logo on it.
What is that?
Shit. And you can find that through our store in the link below?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
So did Elliot Google anything?
Yeah, he said how to level up and WoW as fast as possible.
Really? That was a real thing he searched for?
Dude, he played World of Warcraft every day for 10 years.
Weird.
Now, I guess he was writing all his shit down elsewhere, but now, do you think that by looking up all this stuff, because I know I just asked this, like, how did they even suspect this guy?
Well,
how did they capture
he wrote
him?
the manifesto saying he wanted to get 3,000 victims and he bought a machine gun.
Yeah, maybe I missed that part, but where did he release the manifesto?
I think they just found it.
That's weird.
They just the FBI just conveniently found it. Reactor, I heard you trying to allude to this earlier about how the FBI essentially gears people. They kind of push them into radicalism.
Like that kidnapping of Gretchen from the governor of Michigan last year. It turns out like 6 of the people involved were informants for the FBI, and the FBI was directing them how to convince these idiots how to go along with their plot. Like, so the FBI basically planned out the kidnapping and then got 6 idiots to go along with them. And then when they were going along with it, they stopped them and arrested them and announced that they stopped this terror plot and we get promotions now.
Yeah, they do this a lot.
Yeah, that's how it all is. It all works.
I can't really think of any on the top of my head, but there's been several. There was like a bombing recently. I think someone was actually posting in the TrashRats Discord a few months ago about like some terrorists that they caught, but essentially the FBI just set him up. They find these weak-minded kind of, I don't know, social outcasts that are probably not very smart and easily manipulated.
Yeah.
And then they manipulate them into, they say like, hey, you want to be a part of this plot? We're all on your side. We're all going to do this. This is your role. Your role is to make this phone call at this time.
Yeah.
And that will signal to us that it's time to start the attack. And then when they do, they capture them. It's like, yeah, you caught a fucking idiot who you tricked into doing this. None of it was real.
Yeah. Do you think that's why the article did not specify what the incel website is? Maybe it's just an FBI honeypot. And they want to trick people, and like everybody on there is just an FBI agent waiting for one person who doesn't know it.
Yeah, because
I do find that really weird that they don't mention what the website is.
It's probably fucking 4chan, dude.
Yeah,
probably. But also, if the FBI didn't do stuff like this, they would get no funding because there is no terrorism for them to stop. So they're gonna be, they're not gonna get a budget.
Man, this is so black. Like this is like nihilism inducing. This is the FBI, and our FBI's, in order to be funded, they have to trick idiots and insane people and like fucking autismos.
Unless it's Nicholas Cruz, then they ignore all of the warnings and calls that they get.
Right.
Because it's sort of similar.
Because they didn't set him up. They're too busy focusing on the ones that they're setting up. They don't want to get the real ones.
Yeah, because they could fail on those.
Yeah, they don't want to get shot.
Yeah.
What are you, crazy?
Yeah, like the fucking cop who's too much of a pussy to run into the school.
Oh, there's a boy in there with a gun. Oh.
That guy should be executed.
He tries to pull his own gun out. Yeah, him and the bus driver who got that girl's backpack stuck in the door.
Oh, I'm the one cop on this campus and there's a school shooting. Oh, I'm too scared. Fucking kill him.
Like, what's your job? To call the police?
Does everybody who works in the school system just have a giant pussy or what?
Yeah, probably.
He's like a resource officer. He's probably just used to like taking dime bags off of kids after school
and
or planting dime bags on them.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that video recently where I don't know all the information on this, but there was like a video going viral where it looked like the cop, it was like a short clip, and it looked like the cop tossed in a bag of drugs into these people's car that they pulled over,
and he records him throwing the whole bag. You can see the cop 100% did throw the bag into the back of this guy's car, and the guy caught it on camera. But the only thing that could possibly we could possibly be getting wrong is maybe the cop found it in the car and took it, and his partner was like, "Dude, you have to have your camera on. You can't just take it out like that. You need gloves and blah, blah." So he was like, "Oh, I'll just go put it back." That's possible. I'm not saying it's likely. I don't know, because that part of the video isn't there. But
there was a full part of the video. I saw it on Twitter where they had the driver of the car already out of the vehicle, and one officer was going through his pockets. And from what it looked like in this video, or at least how it was explained, one officer pulled out a bag from the first guy's pockets. The bag was actually empty. He hands it to the other officer, and the other officer just throws it back into the open back seat. And he's like, and the guy was like, "Hey, I'm filming you. What was that?" He's like, "It's an empty bag. Like, I'm filming you too."
What's what? What word? I got you on camera, bro. I got you on camera. We're all good.
This was in your buddy's pocket, and I'm just putting it here because I don't want to hold on to this.
Because it was in his pocket, and I don't want to hold on to it. That's on their body cam that they took it off of him. So.
Oh, okay.
But it's like there was like it's an empty bag anyways, so it's like
I'm telling you where it came from. So it's an empty baggie at the moment too. So okay, buddy.
You can see that there's nothing in there.
Yeah, see that's what I mean. Like maybe there was like something that because the video I saw was just like 5 seconds or 10 seconds or something of him throwing it in the car and the guy being like, "I caught you on camera."
I don't really know. I mean, cops are tricky too, and all this can be spun in odd directions. But from that secondary video where you see the body cam footage, it just seemed like it was a very, very innocent maneuver where it was like he was just holding on to this bag, and then he's like, "All right, whatever, I'll just put it in the car because it's theirs anyways."
Yeah.
And then just, from the clip, you don't know what's in a bag. Is that crack? Is there a crack in a bag? And a cop just, like, tossed it in? But he's explaining, he's like, yeah, I'm filming you too. That's fine. Like, there's nothing in the bag. I don't think anyone even got arrested for any drug charges anyways from that.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that police dash cam footage of somebody tied their drugs to a balloon and threw it out the window, and then the cops started shooting at the balloon to pop it?
But did the guy get arrested?
I don't know what happened. I just saw it on some YouTube channel. It looked really legit, though. I think it was a real video.
Yeah, it sounds real.
Did you ever explain the story of that?
That video?
Yeah.
I might have. I don't know. But yeah, basically it's.
Were you just high when you made that, or what?
No, I was totally sober. It was a production. Yeah. I put a GoPro in the dash of my car, made it look like it was a cop cam, and then I had my older brother in my van, and I wasn't even wearing cop clothes or anything. I just wore like a coat and a baseball cap that said police on it. And,
okay, that works.
And then we put like a dime baggie, kind of little Ziploc baggie on a balloon, threw it out, and just basically made it seem like it was a traffic stop and the guy was disposing of his stash. And I got like over a few billion views worldwide.
Billion?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. It got stolen.
Where is that video? Do you own the rights to it?
I do, but because it is a production. But the problem is police dash cams are public domain. So everyone steals it thinking they have the right to.
Right. And you don't want to break kayfabe.
No, I don't care. I would love to get money for that video. It's been seen so many times and stolen by, like, they've aired it on TV shows and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, try to make less viral videos next time, retard.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah, send it to me so I can play it as we're talking about this.
You guys ready for some patron questions?
On Chinese websites. Yeah, sure.
The patrons they were crying and bitching because last episode we made fun of them for their shitty questions. So this time I gave them more of a heads up to ask the questions, but I don't know if they're any better. Bloat wants to know if we saw Space Jam 2 and what we thought of it.
I saw the preview for it and it was cringe as fuck.
Yeah, I started watching it and I stopped maybe about half an hour in and just went back to watching Space Jam 1, which was considerably better.
Yeah, Space Jam 2 was so bad that it makes Space Jam 1 look like a good movie.
Did you because what was the problem with it? There was a lot of try hard fan service, I guess, for adults or something.
Like what? It just doesn't make any sense. It's a children's movie with adult references throughout the whole thing.
Right, like they had references to Austin Powers. That movie's
Casablanca and shit. 20... Like a kid knows what that is.
You know why, right?
That's kind of the whole thing of Looney Tunes. They used to always do that.
Yeah, but that was more relevant when the Looney Tunes came out. You think a kid in 2021 gives a shit?
That's true.
Like, make a movie if you're making a kids movie in 2021, give them a reference that they'll understand.
I think it's not entirely meant to be a kids movie. It's meant to trick millennials who are like, "Oh, I remember part 1. I want to see part 2."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you say like a more modern reference, like whenever Looney Tunes came out in the 50s and they would reference Casablanca, that's like what, 25 years before maybe ish. So maybe like for kids today, a reference they might get would be like what the Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should put a reference to that in there. Did you see that someone was stealing all the heads off of the LeBron James Looney Tunes action figures.
Yeah,
because
they're
I guess the way
selling them on eBay for like $80 a pop now.
Yeah,
the heads.
What?
Yeah. So the way that they packaged this LeBron James action figure, the head was outside of the packaging, and so someone just pulled all the heads off of all the action figures, and then they're just selling them on eBay.
Yeah, and this is a national epidemic. Like every Walmart you go to, these dolls either have no head or they're hidden behind glass now.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that is good.
So if you you can buy the doll body, but you still got to go to this dude on eBay for the heads.
Yeah.
Right.
All the heads are
or
gone.
else it's worth nothing.
Do you think you can get charged for that? Like, is that shoplifting to just steal the head off of a doll?
Not if you swallow
I'm sure
the head.
it is.
Yeah.
Then what is it?
If you eat something in a store, they can't charge you with anything.
It's like destruction of property, though.
No, because they can't prove it's in your tummy.
They can.
Well, they can have a video like seeing you eat it.
What if Trace comes with his
but they
tack
can't-
knife and cuts you open?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
we'll
the
know.
head just
well,
leaks
he probably
out.
works for the FBI now.
He probably always
so like
did.
if you eat a hot dog at a gas station while you're inside that gas station, that's not shoplifting, right?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I think eating something that you didn't pay for that costs money is stealing somehow.
Well, it's only
Yeah,
shoplifting if you get caught by an employee who makes more than minimum wage,
Yeah.
and that's not going to happen at a
And gives
gas
a shit.
station.
Yeah. The other question I have about shoplifting is if Walmart has these self-checkout lines and I'm mentally retarded and don't know how to use it, so I forget to scan half the stuff, do they fire me or
Do
is
you
that
not
shoplifting?
dude? Don't you do that anyway? Like, be
No, but
honest.
that's what I'm wondering.
How many
Yeah,
times have you
yeah,
gone
yeah.
through self checkout
No.
and forgot to scan a few things?
Hypothetically,
every time I go.
I'm not going to admit to anything, but I like the
Why not?
things that have double.
It's $4 in petty cash crime. I don't fucking care. Sue me.
Oh yeah, but anyway, so there's a lot of products that have different barcodes on them, that like extra barcodes, like steaks, for example. They have these barcodes on the bottom that aren't meant to be scanned. I like to scan those barcodes and then just ignore whatever the machine says and push OK.
Yeah, for sure. That's the best way to do it. So, even switch up stickers. If you want an organic lemon, put a shitty grape, I don't know, like a shitty other lemon on there, and then just scan a shittier product and just be like, I don't know, like I have no idea how to use these self-checkout machines. It was telling me to weigh it. It said it couldn't look it up. I thought I had already registered.
But even then,
who knows and who cares?
I'm really curious if it's shoplifting if you're the cashier.
No.
I feel like, yeah, they can't fire you. They didn't train you properly.
Yeah, you
so
can't.
How is
it's
it
not
your
shoplifting if you're incompetent, and they can't prove that you're not stupid.
fault? Exactly. Just like
Yeah.
when you work for the army.
Well, that's why like only giant stores like fucking Target and Walmart are doing self checkout because they can afford retardation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. There's self-checkout in like a lot of the grocery stores
Well,
around
like
there. Whole Foods does
but
it.
I'm
But of
talking
course,
about
that's
like
Amazon.
not a huge chain. Like the mom and pop shops
Right.
probably are not
Yeah,
installing
I would never
this shit.
steal from a mom and pop shop.
Yeah. Well, they can't afford it.
Unless they're like assholes or like racist or something,
Yeah, they refuse to
They're,
make
like
your
yelling,
gay cake.
yelling racial slurs at you. You're like,
yeah.
screw
or
you,
if
I'm
it's
not
like
paying for this.
mom and pop Bezos,
Yeah,
that
there you
wouldn't
go.
feel so bad.
Yeah.
We have
Another-
100 more
so, yeah.
questions to go through.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Justin Kim wants to know, what are your guys' fighting styles? I'm guessing Rusty uses a knife.
I'm more into like grappling.
You're
Yeah,
definitely
same.
not
Type
good at
stuff.
boxing.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I've never punched someone in my life, actually.
Speaking of which, where the fuck
Really?
is that boxing footage, Rusty?
Still have not heard from him. I think he's like down.
Doesn't he
south
go
or
to your
something
house
with
like
family.
every day?
To upload.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in about a week and a half.
Is he just hiding the footage? Did you pay
I
him
don't
off
know.
because you were ashamed of how it went?
Wait, what?
Like you don't want people to see how it actually went down, so you're telling Emp not to make the video?
No, I'm just waiting for him to get back with the SD
Yeah,
card.
that's likely.
But he hasn't been replying.
SD card. We
so
didn't
I
film
don't
this shit in
fucking
HD.
know. Yes.
An
We
HD
filmed it
card?
in HD on an SD card.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You need an
card.
HD card for that, don't
Yeah,
you?
what the fuck, dude?
That's
you didn't get a
true.
4K
That's
card?
true. I thought it was 480.
Yeah, where's the 8K card?
Yeah, it'll come. Just give me another week to at least get the
Okay.
footage, and then we can figure out how to edit
Well,
it.
my fighting style, you got to start off with Revenge hoodie, Naruto headband with the Leaf Village symbol, but it's crossed out because I joined the Akatsuki. And at that point, it's just, full monkey rage. I'm pounding my chest. I'm if Donkey Kong does it as a move in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'll be rolling around. I'll be slamming my fists on the floor, and it makes a shockwave and hurts everybody within like half of a panel near me. That kind of shit.
Oh, they'll all see.
I can charge up my punch, and then if I punch you, it does like 80% damage.
You're just going to take on all the sororities?
Yeah, I'm going to go Donkey Kong all over that sorority.
Yeah. My fighting style,
let's go over mine real quick. I like to grapple, basically, and then headlock people and just choke them out till they're too weak to do shit. And then I calmly ask them if they're done fighting or if I should keep choking them and shit like that.
Why didn't you do that at the casino?
I totally would have if it wasn't two guys beating the shit out of me.
I mean, you've got two arms. You could do a double headlock.
Yeah,
no.
When you're choking
I was
a guy,
recording
you need
also,
full
so
body.
that's what threw me off. I had my phone out and I was recording, and I was like, "You guys are in so much trouble."
Okay, well,
I think that's all of us then.
Julius J wants to know, do you think there's any realistic hope of moving away from being controlled by technocratic governments? You're going to have to red pill me on this. What's a technocratic government?
It's what the Great Reset is all about. Klaus Schwab, the Rothschild family member who is saying by 2030 you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Because he's going to own everything, apparently. Him and Bill Gates.
What's a technocrat?
He's a technocrat. Like, they want to vaccinate everyone so that you have this new DNA and you're part of, like, the half robot, half robot, half AI kind of.
All right. Let me. You're avoiding the actual definition. Mumpy, I looked it up for you. A technocrat is a noun. It's an exponent or advocate of technocracy.
Oh, fuck off!
Like an AI
or a member
runs
of
the
a.
government.
What? Okay, can we just find out what technocracy means then? Just technology in the government, or what?
I'm gonna guess it'll be like something like Google being more powerful than the government.
Yeah, like AI being the government.
So this is not the government.
The AI
we
says we have to kill
in.
half the population. So I'm sorry, everyone. It has spoken.
Yeah, a government or control of society or industry by an elite of technical experts.
So 1984.
Yes. Oh, that's where we're in
That
already,
makes more sense.
But yes, there is an escape. I feel like I'm pretty much escaped. I went to the mountains of West Virginia.
I mean, you're on the internet right now.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't have to wear masks in the stores. They don't give a shit.
That's not really a technology thing.
A lockdown's not really going to lock me down on anything because I don't even have plates on my car anymore because I haven't seen a cop in months.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, eventually it's going to catch you. I mean, because, like I would say that's the first thing is move out of major cities. Mm-hmm. And you can avoid a lot of the fucking bullshit. Like, just living in Florida, for instance, rather than New York or California, you don't have to deal with half of the ridiculous regulations that are brought on by social media fear who are causing legislation to be put out there. But it's going to catch up with even like middle-sized cities like where I'm at. And so then you can go out into the country, and then they would really just have to come out there with like a militia and stop you from, I guess, not wearing a mask or I don't know. Like what is the hellscape of the technocracy that you really fear? It would have to be what, like they're forcing you to do. So you can't vote a certain way.
They don't want people to own anything anymore. Sort of like how you don't own your phone technically. You know they've been pushing that for the past decade. Like you can't repair your phone. You have to come to us. It's our phone, and you are renting it.
Oh, they just they just decided against that in court. They said that's not legal. You are allowed to fix your own shit now.
Yeah,
I just saw that the other day.
Yeah, well, you're allowed to fix it, but
I'm saying
it'll instantly void the warranty, and they make the parts in a way that they're not going to sell you the actual original manufactured parts to fix your iPhone.
We might have to read the article because
make...
I just saw something like the courts just said something about that a few days ago.
I heard of that a few days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's still, that's the idea though. That's what they're trying to push, where you don't own your house, you rent your house from, some hedge fund.
Forever.
I mean,
you're
I own
constantly
my house.
renting.
Yeah, they don't. Well,
yeah, do you think they could take it back?
Do you own the land that it's on?
No, I do not own the land, but
yeah,
it's not owned by the government at least.
Now, I own the land that my house is on. However, I'm still going to always have to pay property tax and other shit like that.
Not
which
always.
Is some form of
property
control.
tax is going away pretty soon with income tax.
Really? Okay.
No, I'm just guessing because I can't see the future, but it is illegal to tax people in that way. If you're a landowner, you don't have to pay tax to anyone you don't want to.
Yeah, and what's the other thing, though? I mean, there's already that law out there where the government can take your land if they think that it's going to be used for some sort of public good, like say a highway is going to go through there. They can take your land and then pay you whatever the fuck they want. And this is kind of shitty, too, because if you're an urban developer and you want to build, say, a shopping center, and it's under the guise of, if we had a shopping center in this area, it would bring in more money to this whatever impoverished area, however they want to spin it, and it'll be better for everyone as a whole. So if you're holding on to a house that's in the developed area the area that they're trying to develop, and you're like, I'm not going to sell my house, well, then the urban developers, the people who are trying to get the shopping center built, can go to the government, make the case that what they're going to do with the land is much better, and then the government can take your land, pay you fucking nothing for it. Like pretty much the property value is going to have dropped so much because they know that this whole area is about to be a mall or whatever. So the government pays you whatever they want, a shit price, and then you lose your house.
Yeah, or they could.
So that's kind of scary.
There's the whole thing where they take your. I mean, what is it? Chicago stole my car from me before. I had my car parked in front of my house. In front of my house, always in the same spot because it's the front of my house. And then I go outside one day and my car's gone. So I call the police. I'm like, my car was stolen. Do you guys know if you can find it for me? And then they were like, yeah, sure, we'll look or whatever. But somehow I ended up finding out that it was towed by the city of Chicago because they said it was abandoned because it was always in front of my house. And I was like, okay, well.
Oh, shit.
I was like, well, I always park it in front of my house because it's my house and I don't want to park in front of someone else's house because that's not the front of my house. And I basically I ended up going to a Chicago parking lot where they steal the cars from the street and then you have to pay them like $500 to get your car back. So I went and I was like, fine, I'll pay the $500. So they go with a forklift, lift my car up into the air and drive it back out of the gate, drop it on the ground. And they're like, all right, there's your car. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, they said it was abandoned. It's. I mean, even towing cars in the first place, is so sketchy.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
how is that legal? Like, I have no idea who these Rome towing companies are, and who fucking gave them the authority to steal my car, and then I have to pay them money.
Yeah, and then like, I'm sure there's companies like, I mean, shit, if I owned a tow truck company, I'd be stealing cars. You know?
Oh no, they do it all the time. No, here's another thing that's really shitty about tow trucks. They have something called I think they're called just spotters. So say a lot of people will park in a parking lot that's for a small shopping center, and then they'll walk to a place that isn't in that shopping center. So they'll have these people who are like, might be in an apartment complex nearby or whatever, who will watch, and they'll get paid like, I don't know, a small amount of money.
Yeah.
So they'll watch people get out of their cars and see if they don't go to one of the stores in the shopping center. And if they don't, then they'll call up the tow truck. Tow truck will race over there, steal their car.
Yeah.
But here's what happens. First off, these are not qualified people who are doing the spotting. And it happens so often that they'll mistake
they
someone
get paid
else
for every car they call in for.
Yeah. So it's like, they were, I mean, at least in Gainesville, like there's a few cases where they towed people's cars who actually were going to a restaurant in the area that they were allowed to park in that parking lot. And it's like, who the fuck are these spotters and these tow truck drivers?
And wait, what can these people do about it?
The second they do enough illegal activity or sketchy bordering illegal activity, the company, the tow truck company, will just go out of business or whatever, and they'll just change their name and start back up with the same trucks in the same location.
Yeah.
It sounds like we need to go into business. The TrashRats Towing Company.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, if you're trying to escape a technocracy, I guess vote. Really own nothing and enjoy it, and then they can't take anything from you.
Yeah.
The only solution is we all have to vote for a reactor, and he'll fix the government.
Well, no, voting is not real.
Yeah. I think the only thing we have left to do, boys, is Reactor needs to record the outro for the Clips channel.
Oh yeah, so this is for every clip, right?
Yeah, just like what they'll play at the end of the clip, so that you're telling them, "Hey, go to the other channel." Blah blah blah.
Thanks for watching this clip from TrashRats on our TrashRats Clips 2 channel, or TrashRats 2 channel, and if you want to see the full video, go to the link in the description. How's that?
Yeah, that's great.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, better than Rusty.
Great. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't interrupt you whenever you were doing your recording. So.
True.
Yeah. Okay, well, do we have anything else that we need to talk about?
Yeah, we got patreon.com/TrashRats. You know, we're not making any ad revenue on this channel because it's brand new. There's no ads. Yeah. So you might as well help us out. Throw us $5, join the Discord, ask a question, submit some articles you want us to read on the show. Tons of stuff. Rusty is in the Patreon Discord every day chatting it up with people. They can't get enough Rusty. If you want to talk to Rusty, this is your only opportunity. So head on over to our Patreon.
Yeah, also, we were talking about doing merch, right?
Yeah, and I don't really know if I'll have the merch up by the time this episode airs.
Yeah,
but
I know. But
how hard could it be to put revenge on a fucking sweatshirt?
Should it have like the logo or anything?
Yeah, just throw it on like in the corner or something. I don't know. It'll be easy.
Right,
but maybe you should make a really cool font though, like a font that people see and they go, "That is badass."
And also send free copies to me and Reactor so we can wear them in our videos.
Send free copies? I know someone has to purchase them for them.
Yeah, so purchase it.
Yeah, buy them and ship them to my house.
Give them, like that.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, good deal.
All right, well, thanks for listening, everyone.
And that's a wrap.